Of pixie sticks is very 90s of you.
Yeah, I'm old as shit.
I think you're in good company.
Yes, you are. Hi, everybody.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey, Joel.
Eugene, I like your accent, Eugene. I might talk like you today instead.
No problem. Please be my guest.
I be your guest. You instead talk with American accent. You have to drop Russian accent.
There's nothing difficult about that, I think. Ben, what do you say?
It's not too bad. Needs little work.
Right, let's just put out the tweet to say we're live. And, there we go. We're on YouTube. We are actually live as well. So, yeah. Hi, YouTube. How are we? It's been a while. Let's copy the link. We like to make everything a part of the show here, Joe, including me flustering to put all my tweets out and stuff. So there we go.
The realness.
Real. We keep it real on this show, don't we? Right. So on that note, that's a tweet put out. That's the internet told, and hopefully we should all be going rocking and rolling. So. Welcome to NeverMind the Shitcoins, everyone. Series 2. We made it to a second series. Woo! Who would have thought? The only crypto panel quiz podcast with more pending lawsuits than Craig Wright and Cripple Take two. The only crypto podcast. The only crypto podcast with more pending lawsuits than Craig Wright and Ripple combined. Try saying that 3 times fast.
Proud to be part of it.
Eugene, you are the you stole my heart in series 1 as well as my mum's. So yeah, what more can we say? So as some of you may have noticed, we've been away for a few weeks. The reason for this is very, very simple. Basically, we overloaded our meme pool with transactions, and so we asked the Solana IT help desk for advice. Who basically said, turn it off and back on again, and you'll be all right. Hey. And that's it for the bad jokes to open the show. Let's introduce our guests. So on team, every day we FOMOing, we have literal crypto podcast royalty in the form and shape of Joel Comm from the Bad Crypto Podcast. Welcome, good sir.
Hello, my form and my shape. Don't be picking on my shape. It's a little rotund.
I love your background. It's something special. So many signs, so many words.
we say so many words, we may as well put them up on the thing.
When you're as busy as Joel is, you've got a lot of things to say without words as well, I expect.
It's Bitcoin elite, among other things. And I got to show you something. Hang on.
Alrighty, well, while we're
is it the watch again, or he's gonna do a show?
This.
Great book, fantastic book. We've had Ben Mesrick on the show before to talk about that.
And I got one at the Messari conference in New York a week ago.
Must read.
Good book.
And they're making it into a movie.
Oh, movie or series?
I think it's a movie. It's a movie. It's basically his.
Billionaires will keep coming.
It's his mea culpa. It's about the Winklevoss twins, and he wrote about them in The Social Network, and then it came out as the movie, and he regrets having not seen the big picture because he didn't realize that they were the good guys until he got closer to them, and that's why he wrote Bitcoin Billionaires. That and probably the great advance that he got for writing the book. So,
may I say something else? For those of you, dear readers, viewers, or listeners, that wish to dive deeper into the subject matter of this book and become one, to do that, you need this.
He's got all the shilling going out. Are you on commission here, Eugene? Have you opened a bookstore?
Not yet, but this is math. Formulas galore. I love it.
Yeah, if it's good enough for Oprah, it's good enough for NeverMind the Shitcoins. So it's NeverMind the Shitcoins book club.
There we go, book of the week. We do actually have a best-selling crypto author coming on in a few weeks in the form of Erica Stanford. So yeah, for those of you who like your reading, we'll also have to get in touch with a few of those people. I think definitely see if they're up for a laugh. So on Joel's team as well this week we have Joanne Eberhart. How can I announce you, Joe? Yeah, you're fantastic. VP of Marketing and Communications for Ton Labs. You're in good hands, Joel. Like I say.
I'm sure she's just a Ton Labs princess. That's the only thing I can say.
No, I don't like the princess thing.
Omnipotent busybody. Perhaps.
Queen, maybe. I don't know.
Oh,
You don't look like a prince.
Just call me master. That's good.
Okay, I think we have some dominant stuff going on now. Yes, master.
Oh, this is started.
Very good. Good boy.
Right, and on team Up All Night to Get Fuddy, we've got... well, we don't have Paul this week. We have star of episode 8 and penis sandwich man. I don't know how to pronounce it. Man of dchaincrypto.com and so many awesome punchlines from series 8. I'm still giggling to myself. Edmund McCormack and the man, the myth, the legend. We all know him by now. It's Eugene Morovoz. Welcome to the show, everyone. Thank you for being here.
Yay!
Yeah.
Right, on with round 1, shall we? Because, time flies, I tell you, time flies. So, round 1, I've called it Crypto Not So News Beat. So, if you like staying up to date with all the kind of most important breaking news in the exciting world of cryptocurrency and blockchain, you'd probably be better off listening to one of Joel's shows, to be honest, because, well, we're not very good at that. What we are very good at, though, is finding the weird and wonderful stories out there. And that's pretty much what I've got for you. So I've got 1, 2, 3, a whole 3 of the weirdest stories I can find from the 4 weeks we've been away in crypto, which you wouldn't think it'd be that hot, but yeah, I had a lot to choose from. I've formatted them as simple questions, guys. So all I really need you to do is just shout out an answer if you know something, and if you don't have an answer, have a guess. You know,
shout anyway.
Yeah, shout something. You know, it's only a game, isn't it?
Bacon. Did I get it right?
Bacon.
Point 1. Yeah, and just for reference, if you've not seen the show or been on the show before, Dion decides all the scores. I don't do not my area.
The honorable Diane.
Yeah. So if you're competitive like Eugene and you want a brown nose for points, she's the one to brown nose to. No point being nice to me. Right. So question 1, guys. What is the Gox box, and why should you probably be a little bit embarrassed by it if you're a cryptocurrency trader?
Mt. Gox was broken into, right? The network.
Yeah.
A lot of money was
I'm going to
stolen.
guess it's because you lost your crypto. You're on the list.
Unfortunately, I wish I'd been in the game that long, to be honest, but no, I wasn't around for the Mt. Gox days, unfortunately.
No, not you. If you're on the Gox, if you're in the Gox box, your cryptos are on that list. You got hosed.
It's a good guess, but unfortunately, and here we go.
No, but Dion loves
something
it
to do
anyway.
with being audited, right?
No, not really. Again, this is a very, very bizarre story. So I'll give you another kind of clue. Inside the Gox box, you would find Mr. Gox.
Well, the only Gox box.
Those are the people that are persona non gratas now in crypto community. Not allowed.
No, totally the wrong lines.
Yeah, the only Gox box I found is on steamingcoffee.com. They have a Gox box 2.5, and if you click the red coffee cup in the lower right of your screen, you could send them a message. But that's all. It's a messenger.
Yeah, all right. Well, unfortunately, again, probably a much better and more sensible answer than the real story here. But if you've not heard this one, you haven't heard it yet. The Gox box is a literal hamster cage. And inside this hamster cage, there is a hamster called Mr. Gox. Now, Mr. Gox, over the past few months, has had his very own cryptocurrency trading accounts, which have been live streamed to the internet. Basically, he goes down one tunnel or the other to choose whether to buy or sell, and then there's kind of like a little wheel to decide.
Okay, it's like the groundhog.
Yeah, this sounds like a wonderful story. You have to tell a doctor as your alibi on why you have Mr. Gox inside of you.
Oh.
Because you came in to trade.
I was hoping he would make my trading calls.
I thought he was going to stay in the
Also-
tunnel. I didn't think he'd really go in.
It reminds me also of those few cats that got inheritance from their owners, like many millions of dollars. And they now decide in a similar way whether they want this type of cat food or that type of cat food.
Pretty much that. But so the shameful and the crazy facts about this this whole story is, Mr. Gox is actually out trading pretty much 90% of us through some getting absolute random luck of the draw or magic. He even managed to make money on Tron somehow. So you know, I think
Now
that
we know
hamster is
the
hiding
reason.
secrets in his cheeks.
Now we know the reason why the market falls.
Well, yeah, they're the hamster Illuminati. Are they all conspiring against us?
Little bastard.
Right. All right. Question 2 then. Let's see if anyone knows this one. This one's a little bit of a bigger story. How high is erroneously high?
Hi.
Well, like sometimes
What?
I'll go to my Blockfolio and I'll see a ridiculous amount of money in there. Like one time it said my account was worth, $1 trillion. I kid you not, because there was this weird, bizarre spike in some shitcoin that it wasn't really there. It was erroneous.
Yeah.
And I knew that I wasn't worth, $1 billion or $1 trillion, but it did look fun. I took a screen capture of it.
Oh, yes. It's still fun to hold on to those.
guess- My guess would be that erroneously high is actually low.
Oh, you're trying to get all kind of meta and deep on
Wouldn't
there,
that be erroneously high?
Yeah.
Sorry.
That
Yeah,
sounds
could
like
be.
a good stoner movie, to be fair. Erroneously high. A bunch
The-
of kind of semi-depressed stoners. Just going,
Yeah, the number of bread-related NFTs that are talked on the show.
that is
Erroneously high.
Any more guesses?
This
Again,
is so random.
well, what I'm looking
Add
for is
something else
actually
to
a
it.
number. So this is a story from about 4 or 5 days ago, and erroneous. So we're looking for an actual number. Is the answer here?
Oh,
Sparks
1
there?
million? 1 million?
No, you're just stabbing in the dark there, aren't you? Changing.
How
my
about the
vote with
20
nine.
Shout if- We shout
How about
if
the
we don't know the answer.
$23.7 million erroneously high gas fee? Is that the one?
Oh, the gas
One on
fee.
Ethereum. That was one on Ethereum. Yes.
Right on the money there. There we go.
He's Googling. You are in trouble.
Yeah.
I am not
Ooh.
Googling.
Oh.
I never Google, but
Oh.
I do DuckDuckGo frequently.
Oh.
Joe, he's on your team.
Oh, I mean, nothing.
Nobody told me I couldn't use the internet. It's at my damn fingertips. What am I supposed to do?
Ah, no, this is all British pub quiz style rules here, Joel. So no Googling.
I'm not Googling. I told you. I would never
Jeez,
To be fair, I
ducking.
saw this spark of recognition in you then. So yeah, of course, this is the very strange story of the $23 million Ethereum transaction fee between exchange platform Bitfinex and Diversify, a service designed to, and I quote from their Twitter, designed to avoid high gas costs and frustration.
Didn't Bitfinex just close their trading like today or yesterday for a few hours? They closed it.
Oh, I don't know, actually.
I thought they
I
bought
don't know
it
if it's related.
in advance, like hoarded up on the fees, expecting them to become 50 million. So they decided to save and buy wholesale.
Well, the kind of strange thing is that neither party is claiming that they're out of pocket. So someone lost 23.6 million, like you say, Joel, but neither Bitfinex nor Diversify, or whatever they were called, saying they've lost 23 million. So whose money it was that those miners managed to mop up? Hey, who knows? Who knows? Right, final one for you, and I saved the best for last. So there was an interview which came out this week, quite a big interview. It was in a podcast format, and it was all over a few papers. So my question is, in an interview which came out recently, why did Satoshi leave sunken dreams behind him after failing to make it to Panama?
Sounds like a boat.
Yeah.
It's that cruise liner that they were going to move to Panama, and people were going to live on, and the thing fell apart because on the ship's way across the ocean, funding fell through, regulation stepped up, and the thing never became real. And now there's no Bitcoin Carnival cruise line.
No, that is the story. Better than I could have told it in a million years, Joel. That's brilliant.
Without duck going, thank you very much.
Nice. But yeah,
where's my sound effect? Where's the applause?
Yeah.
Where's the,
I suck at this sound.
I did.
Here we go. Hey. But yeah, I liked. There were a few bits I picked out of it, but my favorite kind of section of their journey was obviously costs were really building up over the case of it, because they had like 50 people on this 2,000 cabin cruise ship, and demand wasn't quite as high as they expected. And so fuel costs were a massive problem. So they were going to replace the engine with a more fuel economic engine. So they bought the engine, pulled up, and their plan was to do it while still in the water by cutting a giant hole in the side of the boat to switch out the engine. And they literally got as far as being in the dock with the engine before them going, if we cut a hole in the side of the boat, it might sink, guys. that was pretty much when I think the dream really fell apart for them. So very crazy story. Good ambitions, though, to be fair. I mean, the bigger idea, they were going to buy a fleet of them and arrange them in the shape of Bitcoin, which you could see visible from space.
I'm aware of a few other attempts to create sort of a new state somewhere in the middle of the ocean, and issue passports to people. We actually heard of some schemes like that. I know that a lot of Russian senior citizens got caught on that and actually paid some $700 for a passport of a non-existing country. Beware.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds a lot like Fire Festival, just without the cheese sandwiches. Yeah. Right, so after round one, what are our scores, Dion?
Well, after consulting with the YouTube audience, I'm allowing half a point because he wasn't warned that he wasn't allowed to use the internet. So it's 1.5 points to Joel and Joe, and to Eugene and Edmund.
Ooh, go Team Jojo.
There we go. Right. Good, well played. So round two. What did we actually have next? We don't need.
I feel like I need a buzzer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about trying
He's
to
got a toilet flusher.
I do have a toilet flusher, but I can't press it for you all. But
I will just when I want to buzz in, I'll just use my iFart app.
As designed by the great Travis Wright, I believe. Wasn't that his original claim?
By me.
Oh, was it
by
yourself?
Me.
Ah, sorry.
Yeah. Give attribution. There we go. That's my buzz in right there. Or maybe this one.
Oh, God.
Just the headphones.
Okay.
Yeah. Rest in peace, my ears.
Yeah.
That was a very high-pitched one.
I hope it echoes through for all eternity.
Yeah.
Always leave a little piece behind.
I will wake
anyway.
up hearing your farts echoing in my head.
Right. So round two, we're going to be taking it in teams. So I don't know if you guys want to try and find your buzzer of your own for the final rounds, because that would be a damn good idea, actually. Yeah, we should have consulted the pros possibly at the start of series one, but hey, let's wing it. So round two, I call this one Boulder's Bullshill. So for our second game, we turn to the not-so-expert statements prepared for us carefully and lovingly by new crypto PR firm, Bagshillers Inc., who are totally not made up by me at all whatsoever. They've prepared a couple of marketing statements for us relating to a coin, a token, or a project of some sort. And, well, I mean, without being harsh on them, what they lack in understanding, they make up for in enthusiasm, shall we say. So I've given Eugene and Joanne a couple of pre-prepared statements from our PR firm. They're going to read them to their teammates. So if Eugene, you would like to go first, if you could read your pre-prepared statement to Edmund. Edmund, you get first bite of the cherry. If you know what coin, token, or project it is, give us the answer. If not, we'll pass the answer over. Make sense?
All right.
Let's do it.
Come with me, block gents and crypto folk, on a whimsical journey to a magical place, a wondrous, marvelous place filled with glitter and rainbows, and best of all, shitcoins. Yes, gorge yourself giddy with the smorgasbord of uncensored tokens to suit every taste. We shall provide for you.
This will haunt my dreams forever.
As a
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound.
Did you bring your holy water?
Fuck are you
You
talking
got
about?
the money for
I
gas.
have a reasonable, I don't know, unfederated banking. I don't know.
I mean, I understand. Oh, you came in with your kind of semi-lucid dream moment, Edmund, right at the key clue there. So I'll give Eugene a chance just to read that last line again, if you could, buddy.
Yes. Yes, gorge yourself giddy with a smorgasbord of uncensored tokens to suit every taste. We shall provide for you to live free as a mystical horned beast, so long as you've got money for gas.
Yeah, beautifully
All
read,
right.
sir. Beautifully. I tell you, I should start putting on West End productions.
Yeah.
Edmonds. So the big clue there. The big clue was in that
Yeah.
last line. What coin, token, or project do you think that PR statement was about, buddy?
Horned
I'm gonna
beast.
go open.
Horned beast.
Horny beasts.
Yeah.
Horned.
Project.
I don't know about horny, maybe, but horned for sure.
Yeah. We'll get back to that in a second, Eugene. I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. I'm
That's
not
all
even
Yeah. Let's pass it over then. Joel.
Is this for the same? Is this the same project that she's going to read for me?
No, she's got a whole different project to talk about.
But can I answer theirs? Because I know theirs.
Yeah, Ed couldn't
Wait,
get it.
let me. Okay,
Joel.
that's got to be Uniswap.
Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, I tell you,
I knew
suck
the
with
answer,
this
but I was
sound.
not.
Now
I
there's
was
suspense.
not allowed to
Okay,
speak.
yeah.
Is that the horn?
Yeah.
Unicorn, Uniswap. I was hinting.
Yeah, a magical world of glitter, rainbows, and shitcoins. Uniswap. Yeah, no.
Point stolen. Now I
Got
get to
it.
try again. Is that?
Yeah, I think they should pretty much put that as their tagline, to be honest. I might send them a polite DM later.
Horny, glittery monsters.
Yeah.
Love it. Right, Joe, if you'd be so kind, take it away with your
Alrighty,
statements.
let's put this.
Remember, Joel, you're answering first. If you can't get it, buddy, we'll pass it over to the other team.
Okay.
Okay, so there's a note here that I have to read it in my best American Army drill sergeant voice.
Hey. Okay.
I'm sorry. A 10. Cryptocurrencies nowadays are softer than my brother-in-law's trouser snake. Sorry, Mark. Do you like your tokens all flimsy and floppy? Huh? Maggot? Well, we won't be having none of that here. You hear me, maggots? There's too many maggots in this. This is a crypto for the best of the best. We shall provide an oracle to be proud of. If my name isn't Sergeant Zelda.
Woo!
What was I talking about?
Awesome. Yeah, I mean,
That's
you
it?
don't have the answer yourself, Joe, so either of the Joes if you want to have a stab.
That's it. That's the whole.
That's
like
the-
That's the clue.
Yeah, there are a couple of good
Eugene
clues
gave
in
us, a whole minute, and I get 2 sentences of maggots and
It's all up to you now.
Trouser snakes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all about quality over quantity, I think.
something about an oracle and Zelda. It's a Nintendo game. So the Legend
Zelda
of
is
Zelda.
a big geek clue, to be honest. That's a proper nerd clue, that one.
Yeah. Am I not a proper nerd? I thought I was, but I guess I'm not. So I'm gonna have
There's a lot of
to.
varieties.
I don't have a fart buzz for this one.
But you can guess.
Yeah.
Maybe we can
I could.
go over it. Does trouser snake have to do with anything? Is this all
does.
totally irrelevant and it's
It's-
just like Oracle and Zelda?
Well, again, think
the only-
the army drill sergeant thing as well. There are clues scattered throughout. I don't want to call
So-
myself a sneaky devil, but
I'm sure there are, none of which I've picked up on though. So I'm gonna have to up my my nerd factor because I am. I know the moment you tell me, I'm gonna be like, well, of course. I just wanted to see if you knew. but
I
no,
think
I-
you just want to give the other guys a chance, don't you, really, Joel? That's what it is. So,
Yeah.
go ahead, Ed, Eugene.
Link.
Well, what can I say?
Yeah, you can't say anything, Eugene. Edmund got it in one.
Chain link, is that what it was?
Yeah, beautiful.
But he only
yeah.
said link.
Yeah,
He didn't say chain link.
They were the Link Marines.
Link.
I mean, it's the
Look,
name of the
yeah.
token, isn't it?
Like Meg Ryan said, you had me a trouser snake, Jojo. Okay.
that famous
Yeah, but this
Meg
is
Ryan
a
quote.
flimsy floppy one. So
Great
Yeah,
job,
no,
Most of them are, I'm pretty sure.
Um,
Thank God for diversity in blockchain, right, guys? Woo!
Woo. Right. So after round two, what's the scores, Dion?
Well, for Eugene and Edmund, they have 1 point. And for Joel and Joe, they have 2.5. I know.
doing
It's getting
good.
very specific tonight. isn't it?
all right,
2 3/4.
we'll live with that.
There we go.
That's it. I'm just going to start giving half points for jokes and snarky comments.
Yeah, I mean, she's the only one keeping count, really. So, you know, I'm not going to question her because I've got to live with her. So, guys.
Snuff you in your sleep.
I'm thankful every day I wake up, to be honest.
Aw.
Love you, sweetie.
We are too.
Oh, thank you, Eugene. Love you more, Eugene.
Aw.
Right, so round three is a personal favourite of mine. We played this a couple of times last series, and it was a lot of fun. How much coin could a shitcoin coin if a shitcoin could coin, of course? So, 2017, if you cash your mind back, the Bad Crypto podcast had just started. I'd just bought my first Satoshis. Ether Delta was a thing. Ethereum gas fees cost less than, a remortgage on a house. The good old days, really. It was a beautiful time. Except, sadly, for all those ICOs that couldn't make it through the gates, of which there were a lot. And some of them, to put it bluntly, were freaking crazy. So what I've got here is a couple of very, very, very random projects from the years gone by. All our teams have to do is guess, tell me what the story behind the coin or the token or the ICO is, basically. So, again, just something relevant about it. We're not going to be too picky. So, are you ready, guys? Yeah.
Never
First
been
one.
readier.
Never been. So, first one for you is called Asked, which I can't pronounce with my British accent, but it's spelled ASKT. That was the name of the ICO token. Again, you're probably better off just having random stabs in the dark.
Search engine.
Search engine.
Don't.
Ooh, good,
It's still
sensible
farting
answer,
over
but
there.
no.
Yeah, I was going to go like it's Ask T, it's the Ask token. I can discern that much where you could have a token to ask an expert, perhaps, or a so-called expert something, and they get compensated in that token.
Pretty much. I mean, if you'd have dropped the word expert, you'd have been on the money. It was sort of
Anybody ask your neighbor a question. Here's a shitcoin.
Yeah, like a pseudo-anonymous kind of social media platform. I think the actual platform exists, but they were going to tokenize it and integrate some sort of micropayments thing. I'll give an extra bonus point if anyone knows why this why they got any attention in the first place, really. They pulled quite
Because
a crazy ass
what they
marketing
wanted,
stunt.
what they wanted to do is really do, like, as you were saying, unite people through like Q&A world. That was the whole concept. That
Yeah. I mean, it's quite a
peer-to-peer
noble concept.
Q&A. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
I mean,
why.
Say what, Joe?
Like Quora?
Yeah, kind of like that, but on an anonymous kind of basis.
But the
like I
reason they made it is a separate reason. I'm guessing that there was some celebrity, some name involved in it that brought media attention.
Well, kind of. It was more of a stunt than a personality. So what they did, like I say, it was designed to help people pseudo-anonymously answer their kind of questions that they don't want to ask friends and family, I guess. Which is, pardon me, I drink way too much, guys. Which is all fair enough. But then, so when they were doing their ICO, one of their team had this amazing idea that what they were going to do is load a bunch of their tokens onto a ledger and bury this ledger at the top of Mount Everest. What could go wrong, eh? Of course. So a team get the map and they go and they injure themselves quite horribly halfway up. They need to be rescued. They lose the only map to where the ledger is, and the ICO never launched.
No, it's not too bad. Put Benny Hill music. When we record this, put Benny Hill music behind this, and it changes the whole dynamic.
Exactly.
It sounds like this coin was a candidate for Darwin Awards. That's what I think.
Pretty
this
much,
was.
yeah. I mean, climbing Everest to get tokens for an ICO which never launched. The ledger's still up there somewhere.
Actually, you can stop right at climbing Everest, as far as I'm concerned. Anything after that, you've already qualified for.
No. You should stop at. You should stop after climbing.
just
Good
no
point,
climbing
Eugene.
for coins. Or is that another ICO? Oh, hold on, guys. Where's my pen and paper? Need to write down an ICO idea. Right, second one. This one was called Ionco, which was spelt IONCO. So,
Can we have
Same
Jeopardy
button.
music here?
to be honest, there's always music kind of playing in my head somewhere, but I'm not sure if that's a problem.
Well, the Ion company sounds
Yeah.
like Ion Co. So they were tokenizing atomic matter. That's
So think what kind of companies would want to use ions and things like that in their kind of marketing spiel. So,
Hair dryers?
see, I'll take a very non-specific answer.
I think ion may mean different things. For example, it can mean some kind of influencer network.
No, not as in the acronym, but as in the word ion. So like
it's
subatomic
science,
particle.
something
Atomic
scientific.
particle. Yeah. So what might you use
Food,
ions
health.
for?
Like beverages, like
I've
water.
seen it in electronics, like air purifiers and things.
Carbon monoxide.
See, I think I'm going to give both of you half a point there because you're purifying food. What it was, Ionco, and if you like to clean, this was the ICO you're very glad you never heard of. They had 35 million tokens priced at $1 a piece, with which to launch their kitchen cleaner product, spray bottle flash thing. Now, I mean,
Okay.
unsurprisingly, people kind of speculated they were maybe asking for a little bit too much money, but then they revealed that their special cleaning formula was going to contain ions of actual gold and copper. And so, yeah, I mean, everyone still realized they were asking for too much money, basically. So
What's the gold and copper?
like metals, precious metals. They were going to make a kitchen cleaner which contains
Gold
actual gold.
and copper.
Yes.
I heard you golden copper.
Gold-plated copper.
Yeah.
Kitchen spray. Hello.
It's probably just some random glitter flakes in gold and copper colors. That's so random. Why would you? Is it solid? Why would you clean with that?
I watched a
Scratch
60-second promotional video they put out on YouTube, which is, if you've got 60 seconds and you want to laugh, have a look for it.
Okay.
It's very strange, though. I mean, I know they put little flakes of gold in, what's it, that Goldschlager? If anyone knows that.
Yeah, but edible things because you can eat it. But
Yeah.
cleaning with it, what if you scratch something?
Yeah, I mean, it's very.
I'd still invest in this over EOS.
There you go. Anything on EOS for you, Asa? Right.
Hater.
I remember another great ICO where the guy honestly said, you're never going to get anything back. I'm just going to take the money and buy myself flat screen TVs. And he got what, $17,000 worth? Something like that.
At least he was honest. I
Yeah.
think there's a lot of them. We had one on the show. There was one on the show called Ehotech. And these guys were like, they created this saddle for horses that had sensors built into it that would detect, I don't know, horse stuff, right? and they wanted to tokenize this thing. And Travis is like, why are you doing this on blockchain? Why are you putting this on blockchain? The guy actually said, because we want to raise money.
Yeah.
Needless
I want to
say,
let people know when I won't have children anymore from horseback riding.
Yeah, it was weird. It was so weird.
Yeah, scramble the eggs.
No.
That's a very visual image. Oh my God.
And somehow I'm back to bacon again. I don't know.
Yeah.
Bacon. All right, my favorite one of the three for you then, guys. So, save the best for last, as they say. Piety, which is Piety. Piety.
Oh, it's got to be some sort of, religious coin. We're like supporting monks or, probably get tokens for prayers or something like that.
Or maybe if you buy a coin, your sin is forgiven.
Oh.
God, I mean, it's literally like you were reading from the two halves of the script sheet there. Yeah, you pretty much got the answer on the head there, guys. But, I mean, take it one step further. We're talking a 2017 ICO here. You guys are very calm on the statements. If you want to go to heaven, stack piety. That's basically when you get there.
Yes.
Like,
The
the accommodation ranking schedules will be given based on your ERC20 token holding. So, the more of these coins you have, I don't know, the closer to Jesus's penthouse suite will be. Or
So could that actually be classified as a shitcoin? It's kind of like the anti-shitcoin shitcoin. It negates itself.
Boom.
Right? Inception.
Shitcoinception. Beautiful. Awesome stuff. Right. We're getting through this with good time, guys.
So were there a few saints discovered as a result?
I think there are a few sinners who probably either
scammed people.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I can't see how anyone in the ICO trade has a direct line to JC at the moment.
Was this a Robert Tilton project? I have to know. Everybody's too young to know what I'm talking about here. That's fine.
Oh.
Google, because Google sucks. DuckDuckGo, Robert Tilton, and you will know.
There you go. Mental note for after the show. Right,
no, do it now.
Oh, no. Oh, right.
I'm the new producer.
Oh.
There we go.
I've probably seen him.
Space Station.
Dion's like, all right, I'm going to go get a sandwich because Joel's handling the show now.
These people are really amusing to watch, but it starts making me really infuriated inside. I hate them so much.
Oh, of course.
Now, why didn't I think if you stack it, you go to heaven? That's a great marketing hook. Damn it.
Exactly. Yeah, it appeals to everyone, doesn't it?
They can sell so many NFTs of feet.
But was he the one who kind of popularized that trick where he would get someone to lie down and basically they'd have one shoe slightly hanging off on the other and he'd be like, oh,
no, he was just
leg shorter
in
than
the 90s. He was just popular televangelist. That was just the atypical, the hair, the look, the everything, and closing his eyes and speaking in tongues of people. And he was everywhere. You couldn't change a channel without seeing this guy. And of course, they raised a crap ton of money, and so he is like the patron saint of not saints.
Yeah, the patron saint of anti-saints.
If we go a little bit back in history to medieval Europe, we will remember that church at that time became very creative, and they were actually selling what was called indulgencia to any wealthy buyer who could come, confess, pay, and receive a document that the sin was forgiven. We got to learn history.
I think the church still does that to some degree, but that's another podcast.
Nowadays, you have to go into the booth alone with the guy.
Yeah, I mean,
don't do that.
Yeah,
Don't go in the booth.
I was always all right with Sunday church, but it was all the standing up and sitting down and standing up, and I just wish the priest would pick a position. To be honest,
I don't think
I shouldn't have taken a Cialis before you guys got into this church talk. Jesus.
They have nice music, though. I like their music.
I think God looks at it all and goes, "This isn't my deal here, guys. This is not how I operate."
Right, well, swiftly moving on from the angering the Christian. We've already angered Steven Seagal fans, so I don't want to anger Christians as well. Yeah. two groups of people you do not want.
Did they start messaging you about him? Like, lay off this guy, we love him.
No, I'm pretty sure he's got bigger problems, to be honest. Although I'm still waiting for Ron to see if he can get in touch and see if he'll come on the show one day. You never know. Yeah, apparently he's a fun guy, but. So, yeah, did we just do scores? Am I losing the plot already? No, we haven't done scores yet. There we go. I'm thinking about my sins. Sorry, guys. Right, over to you.
Well, I hope I'm right anyway. Anyway, for Eugene and Edmund, we have 2.5 points. And for Joel and Joe, we have 5.
Ooh, we're doing good.
There we go. Oh, we got a close one. Right. So, moving into our final round, CryptoInnuendo. So, Edmund will tell you, after episode 8, we actually got quite a lot of complaints about this game last series, mostly from my mum, to be honest. So we thought we'd double down on it, you know. CryptoInnuendo is our final quickfire round where we get a little bit naughty, okay? I've got 2 questions. Hopefully, you guys will have one answer. Let's see where things go. Maybe, you know, hey. So, if this sounds complicated, it's not. It's not at all. Here's an example from series episode 8 of last series. Who once plagiarized a paper on block propagation? And what is a gross slang name for a vagina derived from a Mexican food favorite? If I were to ask you that, you might say... Anyone remember from the last episode? Craig Rytaka.
I'm not saying.
Sorry, say it again.
Sorry.
No, don't say it.
Don't say it again.
I couldn't hear you.
It's Craig Rytako. So nice and simple, just jam. The answers will overlap either at the start or the end of the word. Kind of like a portmanteau kind of thing, but you know, we tried to lowball it. We tried all posh at first with portmanteau.
Just make sure you keep Craig Wright coming, because then we know half of it.
That's what she said. Sorry.
Nice. There you go. You've just got a bonus point. I mean, I don't want to tee things up too much, but I have been speaking to a very interesting gentleman, so we may have something a little bit kind of special theme toward that coming up on a show later in the series. But for this week, we're not going to pick on Craig Wright again. We've got 2 questions. Like I say, one part of the question will be about something to do with cryptocurrency, so a coin, a project, a term, you know, a celebrity sometimes maybe. And the other part will be something a little bit sexy, depending on your interpretation of sexy sometimes. So, like I say, just shout out the answers at me. Dion's keeping score because I can't, and yeah, that's her job. Otherwise, why is she here? Ready? First one for you guys. So, a dog meme token, which Vitalik Buterin donated $1 billion worth of to a charity recently, and the slang name for a tightly fitting thong, like men's underwear.
Strip dodge.
Come again?
Strip dodge. String dodge.
He's saying strip
This is a
doge.
men's thing?
There's a a slang name for a men's thong.
Yeah, so for
thong
like underwear for men.
Is it like a Shiba dough, like a Shiba Speedo?
So think of another name for Speedos. The Speedos are a particular type of these. There's like a slang name for it.
I thought it was just a thong. It's like it's ass crack underwear.
Shiba banana hammock. Shiba banana hammock.
Oh, I forgot about
Shiba banana hammock. There you go. That's it.
Good one.
Nicely done.
That one was Dion's handiwork, so all credit on that one.
No.
I'm for the team.
Very nice.
So, question 2. When you've not got much time on your hands, but you really need to get your freak on, you might settle for one of these, and the most common token standard on Ethereum. You haven't got
Vibrator
much-
C.
ERC port.
ERC porn.
Can
I'm
you
sure
say it
there's a
again?
subcategory on Pornhub, but no.
I missed the first part.
Vibrator C.
No, think if you're with someone else, but you haven't got much time, you need to, you're both feeling...
Quick
a bit-
ERC.
Yeah.
There we go.
Damn it.
That was good. Yeah, you got some competition this week, Ed. Right, question 3. The blockchain, they can turn off and back on again. And if you're wearing nothing but your birthday suit, you're said to be...
The blockchain they can turn on and off again.
I'll be honest, that's a bit of a cheap dig. They did it recently. It was in the
Take
news.
it on.
It made my jaw kind of drop a little bit. But yeah, their blockchain recently had issues and they turned it off and back on again. And all's fine now. So well,
It's the NFT one.
Naked Solana, naked
hold up.
soul,
other way around.
soul naked,
We'll take
Sola
that.
naked,
Yeah.
Sola naked.
Open seeded.
I like your answer too.
That's a dirty one.
Right, I'm going to help you guys forget that. That might come up again later in the series. Brilliant. Right, final couple for you. And yeah, we get.
Are you going to hit us with one of those Men in Black light things at the end so we forget this ever happened? Because that would be great.
We
My mum
already
was
have
asking
been.
if she could hit herself with one of those after the last one, but yeah. So these last two are gonna are getting a little bit weird, guys.
Just take care of it. Here you go. Look closely, everybody. You're gonna.
Hello and welcome to NeverMind the
Hey,
Shitcoins.
what's
an
your
all-new
name,
crypto
guys?
podcast.
Do I know you?
Who am I?
Who am I? Where am I? Where's there a giant group behind me? Right. Including the incredible shrinking Eugene last year. I'm going to have to put together some sort of video reel soon. Awesome. Right, so question 4. Like I say, a very weird one this. I'll be very surprised if you know the answer. An absurd sexual act in which you ejaculate into your partner's ear and then fold the ear over on itself. And a year-long 27 Ethereum ICO issued by, a year-long Ethereum killer ICO issued
This
by
has a
Block One.
name.
I don't think. Wait,
found
I
out
think
today it
Edmund
does.
can't. I don't think Edmund can hear you. He's cleaning his ears out. There's something in there. That's
Nice.
Nice. Yeah.
Jizz Canal.
your earbuds.
Yeah.
It's actually like a
That's way
dumpling.
worse than
I
the
could
real
just-
answer.
Dumpling.
Think about
Can you
the
say it
folding
again?
over
Just
part.
because
Yeah,
I
of
want to hear
course.
you say it again.
Just because my mum wants to hear me say it again as well. Hi, Mum, on YouTube, bless her. An absurd sex act in which you ejaculate into your partner's ear and then fold the ear over on itself. And the second part of the question is a year-long ICO for an Ethereum killer, which was issued by company Block One.
So it's EOS something. It's EOS.
Yeah.
You know, EOS freaky stuff that people do. The hell is that? What's wrong with people? Why would you
Yeah.
do that? Why?
It's how there are enough people doing this that they form a consensus on the name for it that gets me. Like, is there a shadowy
why-
meeting of
But
people?
why? Why would?
It's got to be some like medieval, like maybe it was something to do with cleaning the ears, and they were like, yeah, let's just jizz inside of it and see what happens. And
Why is the wrong question?
maybe we
I
pull
know,
it out eventually.
That's the age-old rule of humanity. If there's a hole,
Still better than taking the New York City subway. So go ahead.
You still come out clean.
So
It's not
I'm
bad.
thinking I'm going to get this. I'm going to get this.
No duck
Again,
duck going.
think about like
So
Ethereum
Yeah,
killer.
you don't have to
Fold.
mime that to me. I know I can get it. I
Killer
get it.
is Priton.
come fold.
Confundios. I don't think you're going to get it. So it's like a runny omeletios.
Omelet?
What?
Omelet?
I want to know who's
Omelets,
responsible for this. Like, who discovered this?
Is there an
Time on
editorial board somewhere?
Well, I mean, there's a shadowy council of emojis out there in the world somewhere. So I think there's a shadowy council of, I mean, depraved sex act names.
Are you feeling shame, Ben? Do you have a confession to make? I mean, what?
I mean, it's a bit sticky, but no. I mean, I don't do shame anymore. I'm too old for that.
Yeah, but why do you think he has this podcast? So he can air out those for everybody.
This is like my form of confession, to be honest. So.
Just
right,
when you think you've heard it all, you can't hear anymore because you have cum in your ear. So
when you think you've heard it all, there's one more question left, my friends. And this.
Do I get half a point for EOS?
For the omelet EOS?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, Dion says
Cum
yes.
omelet EOS.
Runny omelet EOS.
This reminds you of Home for the Holidays. It should be a Hallmark movie. Just makes me remember grandmother's wonderful cooking as a child.
Yeah.
She was a giving woman.
Mom, may I have another runny omelet?
Mother.
She was really sweet.
Yeah, I've made runny omelets for the whole family.
Now I know what over easy means.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Points.
I did not think I would learn something today, but I have, and I regret it so much.
It'd only be wonderful if you can only get this by paying through piety coins.
Yeah.
You go to
Sorry, Father, I have sinned. Too many funny omelets.
Yeah, that's what they only accept in Phuket is piety coins.
Oh man! First El Salvador, now Phuket. Brilliant. Right, question 5 before I completely lose the track here. Right, when a block in a chain is when a block in a chain is no longer built upon, it is said to be a what type of block?
Orphan.
Alrighty, there you go. Second part of the question though. What is the name for when midway through the act of making love, you suddenly stop, stand your partner up, kick them in the shin, and then spit in their eyes so they go, "Arr!"
Orphan pirate. Orphan pirate.
Pirate?
There's a word missing in the middle. I'll give that to
orphan.
you. Yeah, angry.
I'm gonna go with orphan divorce papers are coming your way.
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah, on the money there. Orfangry pirates was the one we were looking for there. Oh man.
How did you know that? Why did you know that one?
I didn't know that until I lie. Actually, I've known that one for years. It made me laugh. she didn't appreciate it, but it's always easier to get forgiveness.
Dion, have you learned anything new today?
It's like, no, we do it a lot.
Who do you think writes these questions? Her browser history is probably is that of epic proportion. The NSA themselves are bashful.
She's fascinated with bread and weird sex acts, but exclusively. Nice.
Good times.
Good times, of course. So on that note.
Look at the time.
What's our final scores, Dion?
Well, for Eugene and Edmund, we have, bear with me, 9 points. For Joel and Joe, we have 12.
Woohoo!
All right, we took second place.
You got there, you got there.
Second place, Eugene.
Good job. You guys earned it.
It was hard earned all round, I think. Oh, well, that
we get some cum rocket tokens as a prize or what?
Well, we did.
Yes, Ben, that's a fair question.
I mean, it is a very fair question, which I wasn't planning on talking about, but we do actually have a NeverMind the Shitcoins token now on the awesome Freeton blockchain. We're not quite sure what the plan with it is yet, but if any of our guests would like some,
just give them to us. We'll figure out the plan. Don't worry.
And you're leading me in beautifully. If you would like to receive an airdrop of some as of useless, never mind the Shitcoins token, but we will be bringing a use to them. I promise it's going to be a little bit educational, a little bit of fun, nothing too serious. But yeah, if you send us an email at nevermindtheshitcoins.gmail.com and send me a screenshot, say you subscribe to the podcast or that you watch on YouTube, just say hello.
Disclaimer, this is not a security.
No, it's worth absolutely
no money
nothing.
Is solicited from anyone.
But it is financial advice.
No advice.
No.
If I'm a financial advisor, I'm not yours. That's what a great man once told me. Right, well, thank you ever so much, everyone, for turning up tonight. It's been a lot more emotional than I thought it would be, but we got there with on time and everything. Oh, it's going to be a beautiful.
Thanks,
beautiful.
And under budget.
And the budget of my bottle of rum. Hey, so, brilliant. The most homemade crypto podcast, the 17th best cryptocurrency podcast in the world, apparently already. Yay! So
out of 18.
Hey. For shame. But no,
second place. We're proud of it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a
You
good
should
way
always
to
be
look
proud.
at it.
Hey, well, we started from nothing and we still got most of it left. That's what more can you ask for, really? What more can you ask for?
Can I ask next time, because I see the rings behind Eugene, can you wear like a Mary Lou Retton unitard during the next meeting? I will absolutely give him 5 points. I'll give him points. I don't even have any.
That's a good idea.
Maybe I'll take off my shirt. Maybe.
Well,
you could pay me to keep mine on.
And tell me good luck like Liam Nielsen in a phone, Eugene. Anything you want to say.
We'll be
right
introducing
here.
a physical round next time, guys.
Can we get like a rag for Edmund? It looks like those hot lights. You're glistening. You're glistening, Edmund. You're positively glowing.
He's just got the hots for Eugene.
Yeah, it's love.
Hey, there's a
obvious.
bromance going on. And to be honest,
I tell it, you know why it is because Eugene's very sexy voice is.
That is correct, my friend. That is correct, my American friend. Thank you.
It makes both the women and the men go. Prrr.
I like it.
I
just like
the
the
live episode, buddy.
I just like all the beards and facial hair for all the other guys here. I grow a beard like Dakota Fanning, but all you guys look fucking manly.
Well, there was Margaret Thatcher who used to say she wouldn't let anyone into her government who had a beard because apparently the chin is the window to the soul. So, at least Margaret Thatcher would have trusted you.
My soul is black and white.
We had a Julia Child reference. Julia Child during the last episode. We'll do Margaret Thatcher this one. I think she was the one who was talking about that.
What, the ear?
Nice.
Oh, did she come up with the ear? Margaret Thatcher.
Margaret Thatch ear.
Yeah.
She said, there is no alternative. Yeah, she was like Tina.
Instead of candling the ear or whatever they do, or putting drops in the ear, it's just she asks one of her guards or her servants or something, "Can you come in my ear, please? See if this helps."
There she would have said
Hold it like an omelet, please.
Of history. That's where it came from.
Could I please get a yeoman here to come in my ear?
Yes.
It would be more like this.
Run the omelette to go, please, guys.
With the changing of the guard, please send him in. I need a little fresh dollop there.
And this is where the word lotion came from.
Nice. Well, I mean,
I think it was Emily Dickinson.
So more power to these people.
Emily Dickinson line. It was nice.
Nice.
Can I go now?
I think we're all off to have some very confusing dreams.
Time.
Weirdos.
Thank you ever so much to our guests, Joel Comm, host of the Bad Crypto Podcast, Edmund McCormack, founder and genius of Dechained. Is it .com? Dechained? Or is it?
Yes.
Yes, .com. Excellent. Joanne Eberhart, VP of Marketing and Communications for Dunn Labs, and Eugene Morovoz, heartthrob, international man of mystery, and founder of Freeturn Academy, of course, as well. I mean, God, the amount of titles I could give you, sir.
Just a citizen of the world, and Ben and Dion, a wonderful pair that is making all of this possible.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, Vanessa, by the way,
it's a pleasure.
My parole officer just confirmed that this does count as community service. So I'm checking it off right now. We're good.
Shh, don't tell them that. Bloody hell, they'll know why I'm here, mate. All right, much love. Thank you, everyone. And thank you to everyone watching on YouTube. Have a great evening. I'm off to go edit. Yeah. Oh, and we'll be going to do some exclusive content over on Blockster as well. So, yeah, look out over there if for that. Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Is that the button pressed? Yeah. Hey, there we go. Awesome.